Have you ever wondered why some mornings, even after a full night's sleep, your body still feels heavy, your heartbeat a little too fast, and just climbing a few steps leaves you breathless? Many people think it's just a sign of aging, but sometimes it's actually your heart whispering, a gentle reminder that it needs care. I remember chatting with an older gentleman in California. Every morning, he started his day with black coffee and a donut. Delicious, yes, but after just a few years, his blood pressure spiked, his cholesterol climbed to dangerous levels. Then he made a change. He began each day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with walnuts and berries. Just 3 months later, his checkup results surprised him. His heart was stronger, his blood pressure stabilized, and he said he felt years younger. In today's video, I'll share with you 5 heart-friendly breakfasts, backed by medical research, that can become your everyday companions. You'll learn not only what to eat, but why, the common mistakes many people make at breakfast, and how to turn these habits into lasting routines. Before we dive deeper, let's start with the most important question. Why does breakfast matter so much for heart health? 1. Why breakfast determines your heart health. You've probably heard the saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But for your heart, this couldn't be more true. After a long night's rest, your body is like a car running on an empty tank. Blood needs to flow smoothly, energy must be replenished, and the heart, the muscle that never rests, is the very first organ under pressure if you skip or choose the wrong breakfast. Medical studies show that people who regularly skip breakfast are up to 20% more likely to develop heart disease than those who eat a healthy morning meal. Why? When you fast too long, your blood sugar can fluctuate, insulin spikes, and blood pressure along with cholesterol become unstable. These are the silent enemies of your arteries. I once met Linda, a 58-year-old woman from Florida. For years, she skipped breakfast thinking it would help her stay slim. Her mornings were nothing more than a cup of coffee and a small pastry. But during a routine checkup, she was shocked. Her cholesterol was high, her blood pressure unstable, and her risk of atherosclerosis was rising fast. Only after her doctor urged her to change did she start eating oatmeal with fruit for breakfast. Within just a few months, her weight stayed the same, but her cholesterol and blood pressure dropped significantly. Linda's story is proof that breakfast isn't just about filling your stomach. It's a golden opportunity to reset balance for your heart every single day. One wrong choice can overload your heart, but one right choice can act like a shield protecting it all day long. The small lesson here is, treat breakfast like a long-term investment in your heart. It's not optional. It's the foundation that sets the tone for how your heart will perform throughout the day. And now you may be wondering, so what breakfasts are truly good for the heart? Don't worry, in the next section we'll uncover 5 simple yet powerful foods that carry remarkable benefits for your heart. 2. Oatmeal plus berries plus walnuts. The golden trio for cholesterol and circulation. If you had to pick one breakfast that's simple, easy to prepare, and heart healthy, the golden trio of oatmeal, berries, and walnuts would be it. Behind their simplicity lies an incredible powerhouse of nutrients proven by science. Let's start with oatmeal. These tiny grains contain a special fiber called beta-glucan. Once inside your body, beta-glucan acts like a net, capturing bad LDL cholesterol and carrying it out of the bloodstream, keeping arteries clear. According to the American Heart Association, just 3 grams of beta-glucan a day, the amount in a single bowl of oatmeal, can lower cholesterol significantly within weeks. Next, berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, bursting with vibrant colors. They're rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation and improve blood vessel elasticity. A long-term Harvard study following more than 90,000 women over 18 years found that those who regularly ate strawberries and blueberries lowered their risk of heart attack by 32%. Finally, walnuts, shaped like little brains, but a natural medicine for the heart. They're packed with plant-based omega-3s, ALA, which reduce triglycerides, lower blood pressure, and help prevent arterial plaque. Just a small handful of walnuts daily can make a huge difference. I recall John, a 65-year-old from Ohio, who had high cholesterol and was told he might need medication for life. He didn't want to depend on pills, so he changed his breakfast. No more sweet pancakes, but instead oatmeal with blueberries and a sprinkle of walnuts. After 3 months, both he and his doctor were amazed. His LDL cholesterol dropped, his blood pressure stabilized, and he said he had more energy every single morning. The mistake many people make? Choosing instant oatmeal loaded with sugar or drowning it in syrup and honey. Similarly, canned berries and sugary syrup cancel out the benefits of fresh or frozen ones. The clear lesson: when combined the right way, oatmeal, berries, and walnuts aren't just a quick breakfast. They're a golden trio that lowers cholesterol, protects your arteries, and nourishes your heart for the long run. So, beyond this golden trio, is there another breakfast that can help regulate blood pressure and support your arteries? Absolutely. In the next section, we'll discover the simple yet powerful combo of whole grain bread, almond butter, and bananas, a natural shield for your heart. 3. Whole grain bread plus almond butter plus bananas. A breakfast to control blood pressure. If oatmeal, berries, and walnuts are famous for lowering cholesterol, then the combination of whole grain bread, almond butter, and bananas is known as a natural shield for blood pressure. First, whole grain bread is rich in soluble fiber. Unlike white bread stripped of nutrients, whole grain retains its bran, vitamins, and minerals. Fiber helps slow digestion, stabilize energy, and support both blood pressure and weight control, 2 key factors for a healthy heart. Next comes almond butter. This spread is loaded with monounsaturated fats and vitamin E, acting like lubricant for your arteries, reducing inflammation and preventing plaque buildup. Swapping out butter or cream cheese for almond butter is a small but powerful heart-friendly choice. And then, the humble banana. A familiar fruit but a lifesaver for the heart. Bananas are rich in potassium, a mineral that balances sodium in the body, helping lower blood pressure naturally. One banana provides about 400 to 450 milligrams of potassium, a meaningful boost towards your daily needs. I recall Susan, 60, from California. Her mornings used to be coffee and sweet pastries, leaving her blood pressure at a constant 150/95. After her doctor suggested switching to whole grain toast with almond butter and banana slices, she gave it a try for 2 months. The results? Her blood pressure dropped to 125/80, and she felt more alert and energized than she had in years. The mistake many fall into is choosing white bread instead of whole grain, or using peanut butter with added sugar and hydrogenated oils. These hidden traps can increase inflammation and insulin resistance, doing the opposite of what your heart needs. The lesson here is simple. Tiny swaps matter. Choosing whole grain over white, almond butter over regular butter, can take pressure off your heart every single day. But what if you're not a fan of bread or prefer something lighter in the morning? Don't worry. Up next, we'll explore a refreshing, gut-friendly option that also reduces inflammation in the heart: Greek yogurt with chia seeds and fresh fruit. 4. Eggs plus leafy greens, sa plus whole grains. A balanced breakfast of protein and natural nitrates. If Greek yogurt and chia seeds are great for gut health, then the combination of eggs, leafy greens, and whole grains creates a balanced breakfast that nourishes both your muscles and your arteries. It's simple, familiar, easy to prepare, and highly praised by nutrition experts for supporting heart health. Let's start with eggs. For years, eggs had a bad reputation because of cholesterol. But modern research has confirmed cholesterol in eggs does not increase heart disease risk in healthy people. In fact, eggs are a source of complete protein, rich in choline and lutein, nutrients that protect arteries, support brain health, and even improve eye health. 1 or 2 boiled eggs in the morning provide steady energy, keeping you full without putting stress on the heart. Next are leafy greens like spinach, kale, or arugula. These vegetables are high in natural nitrates, which convert into nitric oxide in the body, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation, and lowers blood pressure. Research shows that eating just 1 bowl of spinach salad a day can reduce systolic blood pressure by 4 to 5 pDCM/Ag. And finally, whole grains such as whole wheat bread or brown rice. They don't just provide soluble fiber to stabilize blood sugar, but also magnesium and potassium, two minerals essential for blood pressure control and reducing stroke risk. I remember Michael, 7, from Seattle. His mornings used to be sausage and fried potatoes. The result? Weight gain and blood pressure that stayed dangerously high. On his doctor's advice, he switched to 2 boiled eggs, a spinach salad, and a slice of whole grain bread. After 3 months, his blood pressure dropped, his waistline shrank, and he had enough energy to play with his grandchildren without feeling winded. A common mistake, though, is frying eggs with lots of butter or pairing them with bacon and cheese. That turns a healthy food into a burden for the heart. The best way? Boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled with minimal oil, and always with plenty of fresh greens. The lesson here, a balanced breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. Just 1 egg, a handful of greens, and a slice of whole grain bread already give you a combo that keeps your body alert, your blood vessels flexible, and your heart protected. And if you'd like to switch things up to something lighter, easier to drink, and just as heart-friendly, let's move on to the next option. The green smoothie. 5. Green smoothie. Easy to drink, easy to absorb, packed with heart nutrition. Some mornings, you don't want anything heavy or complicated. You're in a rush, but you still want something nourishing. That's when a green smoothie becomes the perfect heart-friendly companion. Easy to drink, easy to absorb, and loaded with nutrients. A single glass can bring you the benefits of an entire garden in just minutes. The magic of a green smoothie comes from the smart mix of leafy greens, fruit, seeds, and plant-based milk. Spinach or kale provide natural nitrates to help your body produce nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and lowers blood pressure. Apples or kiwi add polyphenols and vitamin C, powerful antioxidants that protect arteries from free radical damage. Flax seeds or chia seeds contribute omega-3s and lignans, reducing inflammation and protecting against plaque buildup. And as a base, unsweetened almond milk offers creaminess without the saturated fat. One study found that people who regularly ate nitrate-rich greens reduced their systolic blood pressure by 4 to 6 mmHg. It may sound small, but over time, that drop significantly lowers the risk of heart attack and stroke. I think of Emily, 52, from California, who worked long office hours. She often skipped breakfast or had only coffee, leaving her tired and drained. When her blood pressure started creeping up, she tried a simple green smoothie each morning: spinach, green apple, ground flaxseed, and almond milk. Within a few months, not only did her blood pressure normalize, but she also felt lighter, more energized, and even noticed her skin looking brighter. The mistake many people make is turning a smoothie into a sugar bomb, adding too much syrup, sweetened yogurt, or ice cream. That cancels out the heart benefits. The key is to keep it natural and simple, relying on fruit for sweetness and greens for freshness. The small lesson here: sometimes, simplicity is the strongest medicine. A green smoothie in the morning doesn't just fuel your body, it nourishes your arteries and protects your heart all day long. And of course, eating well isn't just about choosing the right foods. It's also about avoiding the wrong ones. In the next section, we'll uncover the breakfast to avoid if you want to protect your heart, the hidden enemies that many people unknowingly invite to their table. Sometimes, theory and numbers aren't enough to convince us. It's the real-life stories that truly make us believe that even a small change can create a big difference for the heart. And the story of David, 61, from Texas is a powerful example. For years, David's breakfast was always the same: black coffee, a donut, or sometimes a few slices of bacon. Quick and convenient, yes, but also loaded with sugar, salt, and saturated fat. The result? By the age of 58, his doctor told him his cholesterol was high, his blood pressure was unstable, and his risk of stroke was dangerously elevated. The news shocked him. Instead of immediately turning to medication, David decided to start with breakfast. A habit small in appearance but repeated every single day. On Mondays, he ate oatmeal with blueberries and walnuts. On Tuesdays, whole grain toast with almond butter and banana. Other days, he alternated between Greek yogurt with chia seeds or boiled eggs with leafy greens. Each meal was simple, easy to prepare, yet rich in fiber, clean protein, and healthy fats. After 3 months of consistency, his blood test results changed dramatically. LDL cholesterol dropped, his blood pressure returned close to normal, and most importantly, he felt lighter, clearer, and full of energy to start the day. David shared that before, even climbing a few stairs left him breathless. Now, he could enjoy morning walks with his wife around the neighborhood park with ease. The lesson from his story is clear. You don't need massive lifestyle overhauls overnight. Just start with one healthier breakfast choice. Swap out sugary foods for fiber-rich ones, replace butter with almond butter, or simply add a handful of berries to your oatmeal. Small actions repeated daily add up to major results for your heart. And to make this even easier for you, in the next part I'll share the simple heart-healthy breakfast formula. A straightforward guide you can use every morning to protect your heart. The heart-healthy breakfast formula. After walking through each specific meal, you might be wondering, so how can I design my own heart-friendly breakfast every morning without needing complicated recipes? The good news is, there's a very simple, effective principle I call the 3 golden factors for the heart. They are fiber from whole grains or vegetables, to control blood sugar, lower cholesterol, and keep you full. Healthy fats from nuts or avocado, to protect arteries, reduce inflammation, and maintain flexible circulation. Clean protein from eggs, Greek yogurt, or beans, to nourish muscles, balance energy, and keep your heart steady. Just remember the formula. 1 whole grain, 1 fruit, vegetable, plus 1 source of protein or healthy fat. That's the foundation you can rotate into dozens of breakfast combinations without ever feeling bored. For example, instead of donuts and coffee, go for whole grain toast, plus almond butter, plus banana. Or instead of sugary boxed cereal, choose oatmeal plus berries plus walnuts. Both satisfy the 3 golden factors. I recall Anna, 50, from Boston. She used to feel overwhelmed trying to follow a heart-healthy diet, thinking it required complicated recipes. But once she learned the 3 golden factors, she started creating breakfasts her own way. Some days it was a green smoothie with flax seeds, other days boiled eggs with spinach salad. Within weeks, she felt more energized and no longer sluggish in the mornings. A common mistake? Many people eat only fruit in the morning, thinking it's healthy. But a fruit-only breakfast is just sugar, leading to blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave you hungry and tired. Others rely too heavily on processed breakfast foods. Quick, yes, but filled with salt and unhealthy fats. The takeaway here? Keep it balanced and keep it simple. A heart-healthy breakfast doesn't need to be complicated. Just choose the right ingredients and pair them wisely. A 7-day heart breakfast challenge. We've now walked through an exciting journey, from oatmeal, berries, and walnuts to whole grain bread, Greek yogurt, eggs, greens, and even refreshing green smoothies. All of it points to one truth. Breakfast isn't just a habit, it's a golden opportunity to nurture your heart each day. You may be thinking, I've eaten the same way for years. Isn't it hard to change? The truth is, you don't need to change everything at once. The secret is starting small and staying consistent. Just like David's story showed, simply switching from donuts to oatmeal with berries improved his heart health within months. So here's a simple 7-day challenge for you. Each morning, pick one of the heart-healthy breakfasts we've discussed. Maybe oatmeal with nuts, whole grain toast with almond butter, or a green smoothie. Write down how you feel after each breakfast. Your energy, your mood, or even just how light your body feels. After just 1 week, you might be surprised. Sharper focus, lighter steps, and a heart that feels like it's breathing easier. That's the power of consistency. The small lesson here: heart health doesn't come from one big decision in a single day, but from small choices repeated over many days. Breakfast is your chance to plant the seed of a stronger heart, day by day, week by week, for a lifetime. And if you find this helpful, leave a comment about your experience after the 7-day challenge. Your story could inspire others to begin their own journey toward a healthier heart. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss future videos, where we'll continue to explore small but life-changing habits. So why not start tomorrow morning? One simple choice, one new beginning. and your heart will thank you for years to come.